Hey there, I'm Michael Demond, and I'm introducing the world to Starbeam.one. This session is the introduction. Let's begin. So welcome. Starbeam.one is a digital publishing starship developed in .NET by me. What on earth is a digital publishing starship, you might ask? Well, it's not on Earth. It's in space. Jokes aside, it's probably best to quickly go through my motivations here. And this started back in 2019, where I was doing research into Ethereum, blockchain, and NFTs, and this whole notion of a digital product that you can represent with a token that could be sold and resold really intrigued me. And so that's what I set out to do, was to build this art marketplace based on Ethereum. But after a year, NFTs exploded into this frenzy as we see today, and I felt out of place. I felt that it was a little too saturated for my tastes. And so what I did was I started to think a little bit further about the problem. And then it struck me as that you don't really need a blockchain for any of this. You can do this with traditional technology. We can use Microsoft technology using just Azure SQL Server, just use a database and represent digital ownership in that fashion. So that's what I wanted to prove, is that you could do that, because I feel there's an opportunity that's there that no one's really exploring. And so that's how it sort of, the direction it sort of turned into. And then there's this other technology that was out by Microsoft that I wanted to learn how to use, and that's Blazor Server-side. And it's not the WebAssembly version, it's the server-side version. And I wanted to prove that you can build an application with that. I wanted to learn this new technology. And then finally, kind of getting into this theme of proving things, is that I wanted to prove that I could do it, because it's been a while since I really made a product, that I built a product, and I've sort of felt like I got away from that with consulting line of business. So I wanted to get back to my roots, so to speak, and sort of prove that I could do it as well. Blazor Server-side, mentioned in the previous slide, it's a newer technology from Microsoft, presentation technology. And it allows you to essentially write your entire presentation in C# and .NET. How it works is it uses WebSockets, a technology that's been around since 2011, very mature. And everything is in .NET now. Everything is in C#, very little JavaScript. I have 100,000 lines of C# versus 100 lines of JavaScript in my solution. And everything that you use with Starbeam.one, that's what you'll see. There's very little JavaScript. And the other component here, I wanted to show that, there's this question, is Blazor for line of business? Is it for corporate applications? Well, I wanted to show that you can build a real live scalable application website that people can access from all over the world, sort of thing. So yeah, very excited about this technology and excited to show it off. So today I am announcing the preview MVP. And the preview MVP is exactly like the MVP, with the exception of actual real-world value going in or out of the application. So you cannot use a PayPal or bank or things of that nature to get value in or out of it. That's actually for the next version in April. I'm looking for Stripe and PayPal at this point. And so for now, for this preview, we can test it and use it just like it. So all the accounting, all the value is there, the numbers change and everything, or should. We're wanting to find that out, and sort of, on that note, we're looking for that feedback. We're wanting to see what works, what doesn't, and what breaks, hopefully not too much. But that's what this preview is all about. And it's also just testing hypothesis, and also to get the conversation going, right, around blockchain and digital ownership in a blockchain, kind of proving that you don't need a blockchain. So if you don't like a blockchain and you don't like all the things about a blockchain, or for whatever reason, well, try this out and see how it fits you. So really quickly, kind of going over the agenda here. It's 2 years of development. Just kind of want to get my thoughts out there in a kind of like a vlog format to kind of get the discussion going. Everything should be probably self-explanatory about what I'm going to discuss, with the exception of beware blockchain, sort of a findings. I've been in the cryptocurrency space now for almost half a decade, 4.5 years. So it's just sort of getting my thoughts, my findings there. And the addendums sort of just kind of talk about me, sort of, kind of providing a little bit more context about who I am, what I've done, and, also kind of exploring what took so long, and the things of that nature, sort of kind of more contextual around the project itself. All right, that does it for the introduction. Hopefully you get some idea of what I worked on these past 2 years. We're going to continue here with the market analysis and opportunity. See you there.